Go ahead.
Hi, my name is Richard, and I'm here to do my MDI competency for today. So first off, before going into the patient's room, I will check their chart. I will check the doctor's orders and any other kind of pertinent information such as labs, history that might impact the treatment. Once that's done, I would go ahead and gather my equipment. It would be the inhaler, peak flow meter, holding chamber, blood pressure cuff, as well as a pulse ox. When we're ready, when we have everything, go ahead and enter the room and knock on the door.
COVID.
How you doing? My name is Richard, and I'm a student at the respiratory care program at Hartnell. I'm here to do a treatment for you. Um, First off, may I have your name and date of birth?
Christian Galvin on 5/25/1990.
All right, now check the chart just to be sure. And that's correct. And I'll go ahead and put on hand sanitizer and the gloves. All right, and may I call you Christian? Yeah, thank you, Christian. So we're gonna be starting off with some vitals. Um, I would like to check your pulse ox, as well as your pulse, and let's go ahead and put this on. Index finger. Let's turn that on. And if you don't mind putting your hands against your chest. All right, thank you, Christian. And if you don't mind, I can leave that on there for you. So I've got a pulse of 32 in 30 seconds. We'll multiply it twice, so we got 64. Respiratory rate of 7. I got 14. Multiply that to 2. And we got a saturation of 98, which is very good. All right, and if you don't mind, we're going to be listening to your lung sounds. Um, I'll be starting up from the back, and we'll be basically going symmetrically from one side to the other, and going up, back and forth, and we'll be doing the same thing on the front. So if you don't mind, I'll start that for you. All right, thank you, Christian. And we'll be basically doing the same thing in the front. If you don't mind, I'm going to go ahead, open up your gun a little bit, just so we can get to the points that we need to. And so we'll be starting from the sides, and then from the center, and we're going from one side to the other, and there'll be also listening to your throat in the end.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, Christian. Sounds really good. Let me go ahead and put that back up for you. All right, so we're going to be doing a blood pressure as well.
Okay.
If you mind, just going to check your brachial pulse.
Did you expectorate anything? Did you spit anything up with that cough? A little bit? Okay. Okay. Well, that's totally normal. That's kind of what we want. Okay? Okay. So go ahead. Okay, great.
Is this okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Again, patient's pulse was 20 beats within 15 seconds, times 4 for the minute. That gives me 80 beats per minute. In the normal range. Respiration times 4 within 15 seconds, times 4. That gives me 16. So normal respirations. And O2 is 98%. Okay, I'm also going to check your blood pressure again.
If you don't mind holding on to this for me.
Sure.
Thank you so much. All right, so I got 118/70. Sounds about right. Thank you, Christian. And before I forget, we also have to do a flow meter, and this is just kind of measure your exponential rate. And I look at your chart, and then we kind of set it up for your age and height. So if you don't mind, just holding on to this one, and go ahead and take a deep breath in, and go ahead and push out, exhale as much as you can.
Like really hard?
It's really hard.
Okay.
Wow, that's very good. Set your knee. So we're going to do this 3 times. So 2 more times, please.
Okay.
So go ahead and reset this one. Again, very good. 1 more time. Wow, a little higher than the others. Thank you so much. That's very good. All right, put that on here. All right, from here we'll go ahead and do the meter dose inhaler. So this is a device for you. It has a propanol in there, and essentially it's a medication that will help open up your lungs, your airways. Right now it's probably a little bit constricted, kind of restricting your flow a little bit. So this would get it to where it needs to go, open it up. There is a bit of a side effect. It makes you a little bit jittery. It might increase your heart rate a little bit. This is completely normal. If it does become uncomfortable or worrisome, just let us know, and we will see what else we can do. We'll have to change it up a little bit. So essentially how this works is we do have the canister, and within the canister is the propellant and the medication on the inside. Usually when it's first being used or been sitting around for a while, it's cold and needs to be warmed up. So typically you take it between your hands and just rub it, bring it up, bring the temperature up a little bit, and kind of wake up some medication within. You would go ahead and insert that inside the inhaler, remove the cap, and in addition, we do have a holding chamber, and the holding chamber essentially captures the aerosol in here ready for use. So we go ahead and put this through. Sorry, also one thing we need to do is prime it. So if it's again brand new, they could be, or sitting around for a while, there could be dust that could have built up on this there. So it does need to be actuated or primed. You probably want to do it twice, up in the air, away from yourself, and that kind of clears out debris in the device. Afterwards, go ahead and insert that inside the holding chamber, and you can actuate the device. It'll capture the medication in here, and then from here you can breathe it in. There is a whistle to this, so if you're inhaling too deeply or too quickly, I mean, it will signal you to slow down a little bit. By doing that, it helps get the medication to where it needs to be. Otherwise, it may wind up where it doesn't really help you. So if you don't mind putting it together for me.
Sure.
See how, just demonstrate it back.
Okay. So if this is brand new, I'm gonna warm this up in my hands. This will allow the drug to be ready. And then I'm gonna pop it back into my inhaler, and I'll take off the cap. And then what I'll do is then I'm gonna shake it, and then prime it, and then I'll away from me in the air. It means it's ready. And then I'm gonna get the spacer, and this helps for the drug to go down to my lower airways.
Right. So when you're ready to take it, go ahead and actuate the device so it'll have a dose ready in the chamber for you. And when you take a breath in, just when you finish, just hold on to that breath for about 10 seconds. It helps, again, get the medication to where it needs to be. So if you go ahead and do that for me.
Okay.
That's a good question. And we're going to want to do this twice, so it'll be 2 puffs, 2 doses. So if you go ahead and do it one more time.
Okay.
All right, that's great, Christian. So we'll have to take it back. So this is yours, but we'll not be leaving this here with you at this point. You will be collecting this when you are discharged from the hospital. We'll go ahead and put the cap back on here for you. So we're going to go ahead and check your vitals once more. So we still got the pulse ox on there. So if you go ahead and just go ahead and put your hands across your chest once more, and we'll check your pulse, see if there's any changes. All right, thank you, Christian. And go ahead and take this right here. So we got sats at 98 and heart rate 68. 13. And if you want doing, we'll do this first. It's the flow meter once more. So we already got it set for you. Go ahead like before. Take a deep breath in and exhale as strongly as you can. All right, it's not bad. All right, so go ahead and we'll do it two more times.
Okay.
All right, very good. And one more. All right, thank you. Okay, so if you don't mind, we'll be listening to your lungs once more. We'll start from the same points in the back and then move towards the front. Sounds very good, Christian. So we're going to do the same thing on the front as before, if you don't mind, with your permission.
Go ahead.
And the final one is in the throat. All right, that sounds really good. Go ahead and say it again.
You also want to check for indications for
All right, and finally we're going to be doing blood pressure once more. Let's go ahead and check that. Sorry about that. Is that comfortable? Is that okay? All right, if you don't mind holding this for me. Are you comfortable? Lightheaded? You okay?
Yeah, I'm alright. It's kind of tight. Can you, like...
Yes. How's that?
Better.
Better.
Might be still a little tight.
Still a little too tight, yes. Let me adjust it for you. How's that? Let's put
Feels
this
about
on
the
and see
same.
if it's comfortable. No?
Yeah.
That's why we just loosen it up a bit more.
Yeah. Thank you.
There we go. Okay.
I want to make sure that we gather the proper equipment. So I have my blood pressure check, my heart rate, kilometer, and the inhaler that was prescribed and the space to go. So now I'll be washing my hands before I'm going
So I got 119 out of 78. Is that about right for you?
Sounds pretty good.
Over 78. And if you don't mind, let's see if I have some tissue here somewhere. Just need you to give me a good cough. And just cough into that one. Thank you. Just go ahead and assess that if there's any sputum. All right, Christian, that's about it. Is there anything I can do for you? Make you more comfortable?
No, that's it.
Okay. So there are call buttons on either side, and there's usually a call button also lying over here. If you need anything, if you feel uncomfortable for any reason, any questions for me, just go ahead and call, and I'll be right down. And again, thank you for letting me do your treatment for the day. And before leaving, go ahead and take the gloves off. Sanitizer. And step up. And that's, I believe, all of everything. Thank you for watching.